Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To throw, it's Sanders. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. Touchdown!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback checking off. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a unique team put together just for this situation. Let's toss it to our guys in the booth for the call.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never coming out aggressively. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front
fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Ibuka. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dropping back, it's Ward. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir, we're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a custom team made just for this instance. Now let's shift over to our broadcast team.
Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left?
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, You think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Quick toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. They'll run it from the gun. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air, it's Milroe. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one match.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got his man! He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. And that extra point might well be the thing that sends us to overtime. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. A 1st down for the offense. The toss to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He'll take another shot here. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Finds his man. It's Smith. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a
touchdown Buckeyes! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a unique team put together just for this situation. Let's toss it to our guys in the booth for the call.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Handoff to the fullback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the...
He's going to let it go. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead, nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight, the score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So
he lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting any.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
Catch inside the 25, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. 15. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Fullback's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's going to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Rourke. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a custom team made just for this instance. Now let's shift over to our broadcast team.
Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz.
He unleashes a long one. Snags it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive and maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Push down for the tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Pocket starts to collapse. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.